Hello everyone, welcome back to my Creative Corner, and a very warm welcome if it's your first time here and you've just found me. I'd offer you a cup of tea, but I haven't got a pot on the go at the moment, but please come in anyway. It's lovely to have you here, squeezing into my tiny little space that I've got here, that I'm working in now, playing in. So my name is Emma, if you haven't met me before, and I'm an artist, and I live in, as I say, in Cumbria, which is the northwest of England. If you haven't been here before, it's a beautiful place with beautiful mountains and lots of sheep, and it's a delightful place to live. I'm so lucky to live here. So this is how I normally start my videos off, with a little chat, and you may have noticed that this week there wasn't any music and there wasn't an intro. So I have some very big news for you this week, and I don't quite know where to start with it. I'm bubbling over with excitement because big things have happened this last week. So on the 10th of March I got a video from someone who's an artist who I really like. She sent me a little video of her new monthly newsletter. She's called Helen Hallows, and I will leave a link down below. I really love her work. She does beautiful printed work and she does lovely workshops and things, and I followed her for a while. And she sent me a video of her new Substack where she's going to be sending her newsletters from. And I'll be honest with you, I've been thinking for a little while, what is it I really want to be doing here? So I'm going to be changing up what I'm doing, and I will tell you all about this because it's going to be a big shift, but I'm hoping that you will see it as a benefit and that you're going to get more rather than less, because I'm just shifting how I'm doing things, and I'm going to open up a Substack, which I'll tell you about in a moment. There's so much to tell you, and I don't quite know which end of this fish to hold to show you exactly what I'm meaning about it all. I've absolutely loved being here. I've been on YouTube for 5 years, and I've done it all for free, all for love, because it really floated my boat. I really loved it. I got to show you my work each week, and I got to make a little community here and share with you a little bit about making and stitching and fabrics and stuff, and a little bit of me, and that's been absolutely lovely. But I feel like I've kind of been in a cocoon. I've almost stitched myself into a corner with what I've been doing in the last few videos. Really loved it, and I think it's very interesting that I suddenly got the urge to draw big, because I think that's a reflection of me and my life and where I am, and how I actually need to go bigger now. I've always called myself a textile artist, and in some ways that's a really safe term to use, because nobody's going to think, oh, she's a rubbish artist, she's a textile artist, it's okay. Like, you know, real art is done by painters and sculptors is something that has always been in the back of my mind. And yet there's some fantastic textile artists out there, and I am one of them, can I just say. I love my textile art, I really do, and I will carry on making that, but I'm not going to be showing you that here. So the other person that's really inspired me, partly to make this shift, is someone I've known about for a very long time, and she runs something called Snapdragon Life, and she's called Jane. And again, I'll leave a link below if you're interested in slow stitching and dyeing fabrics and just a gentle way of life. She's really lovely. I found her videos recently, and she's kind of inspired me to think, well, I could extend what I'm doing here at the beginning of my videos and make that my video. Somebody recently said, I love the blog you do at the beginning of your videos, and I thought, well, I'm going to think of this YouTube channel now as a place to blog. I did used to blog many years ago. I don't know if anybody would remember, I did a couple of blogs. It's how I kind of started on the internet, and I can still remember putting up my very first photograph with absolute trepidation, because I'd never done anything on the internet before, and I started the blog with literally a photograph of some beautiful seed heads in the frost and my first post, and I carried on from there. This must be about 10-12 years ago now, when blogging was, a thing. So I love doing video, and I'm very grateful to Jane, because she's kind of shown me how I could take what I'm doing here and change it, but also still keep doing my creative stuff that I really want to share with people. I love to share so that other people might get inspired. But I want to share something that's perhaps different, that's not just because I think stitch is quite a narrow thing, it's quite a focused thing. I want to stretch more into general art and creativity, and just see where that takes us all, you know. So my Substack, it's like, if you're not aware of Substack, it's a place really started out originally for people who write. So it's got some fantastic people on there, so lots of famous people are on there, and it's a very sort of ethical place. They don't have algorithms or anything like that, and it's a very interesting place to be. And I've just set up my Substack, I think, you know, platform, whatever you call it, and I'm just really learning it. It's been quite a hard job to do, but I'm learning it as I go, and I'm hoping by the time this video goes out that I will have at least a semblance of something for you to go and look at. And if you'd like to subscribe, that would be wonderful. Like on YouTube, it's free to subscribe, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to be sending out, but you'll get an email to say thank you for subscribing. But they also do paid subscriptions, so for, say, I don't know, £5 a month or £6 a month, I can be putting my creative stuff on there to show people how to do things, how to have some fun with, you know, drawing, sketching, inking. I don't know what I'm going to be doing over there, to be honest. It might be stitching, but it might not. I don't know yet. As I say, I'm really at the very beginning of this journey. So if you're with me so far, I'm going to be here on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be doing a blog, and then I'm going to be on the Substack channel, platform, whatever. I think they call it a website. The front landing page is at least like a website, and on there you put all the things you're going to offer. And there's a little bit of a navigation bar along the top, so there'll be an about me page, like on a website, you know, and what I'm going to be offering. And the chance to subscribe, when I'm going to doing photographs, so I can get back to my photography, which was always a big thing for me. I've loved doing photography for many years. And I kind of miss doing that because I came off Instagram and Facebook and stuff. I stopped doing it on there. It didn't feel right anymore. But it's lovely because I can go, you know, little photographs that I take here and there, and I can write about stuff, so there can be like a bit of a blog post over there as well. Things that I want to share, things that I'm doing can be over there as well, but it's going to be mostly focused on the creativity, and the creative videos that I'm going to be doing over there will be something for the paid subscribers to sort of pay for, because I've done 5 years, as I say, on YouTube for free because that really suited me. I didn't want to charge for what I was doing, it didn't feel right. So, but what I have done is I have actually done this thing, what they call monetize my YouTube channel. I've been so brave this week, honestly, since the revelation last Monday. I have really had to step up, put my big girl pants on and step up. I've had to learn to do, I don't know, two-step verification on my Google account, which I've never done. I've set the process of monetizing off, so that I will get some revenue from my YouTube for everything I do here going forward. That doesn't mean you pay for anything, okay? This is just through the ads and what have you. And this is what everybody mostly does. And I just thought, I think it's time that I was rewarded financially for what I'm doing, and then that puts it on a different footing. And it means also, you see, if I do a blog here, I can expand everything I'm doing, can become different and more vibrant and more interesting, potentially, I hope. I hope you'll think it's interesting. As I say, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride this week, and what with the full moon, was that yesterday? The full moon yesterday was pretty epic, I have to say. I'm quite energetically sensitive. I don't know how many of you out there are energetically sensitive, but I could really feel shifts happening, and I think this has been part of. I read something that somebody wrote which was about letting go of the old and making space for the new. So this is kind of what I'm doing in my life, and maybe with what I'm doing might encourage you to look at your life and say, well, what can I change? What would I like to do that's different? How could I be more inspired? My yoga teacher was saying something about, you know, if you can find even 5% more positive things in your daily life, what a shift that would be for the, you know, for everybody, if we just had that little tiny bit that's really positive, whether it's a little bit of sunshine on a leaf outside, or just something nice to eat, you know, enjoy your apple that you're eating or something, you know, really be in that moment with that apple and enjoy it. So it's a bit of a ramble today. I'm not going to be showing you any making at all. What I will do here is I will keep you up to date with I mean, I've got exhibitions and things coming up. I've got some very exciting things going on, which I will tell you in another week, because I think this is enough for today. It's been enough for me this week, I will tell you, because I've had to do a lot of things on the internet. I've got to do some new flyers, I've had to do a new logo and a new banner, and as I say, set up the Substack and learn the intricacies of that behind the scenes. So I will now tell you what this YouTube channel is going to be called. It's going to be called Creative Living, and that means it expands what I do into all sorts of possibilities, and it really excites me. It means I feel like, as I say, I got myself into a bit of a corner with what I was doing. I felt like I was in a bit of a box, and I was literally asking, well, how do I shift out of this? I think I'm done with this now. I could feel it. I don't know about you, but you can feel in the air when change is needed. And it's spring. What a brilliant time to have new beginnings, fresh start. I'm very excited. I'm quite scared, but I'm also very excited about it. And I'm going to do what I did here. I'm going to do everything a week at a time, a post at a time, a video at a time, and I'm just going to take it steady, because otherwise I would just go and hide under the duvet, to be quite honest. It's really quite daunting in some ways to learn all this new stuff, isn't it, when you've got a pile of stuff that's new. It's a bit like starting a new job. Any new job, you've got to learn the job. So I'll be learning the job as we go along, changing things, tweaking things, but I hope that you might come and join me on my Substack. Come and subscribe. It's free, unless you choose to pay for the creative stuff that I'm going to be doing. My intention is, I think on there, it's going to be called A Creative Living. Okay, so it's Creative Living here, and my Substack is A Creative Living, because that's where I'm going to be making my creative living happen. And I will leave links here for you to connect with. I'd really be delighted if you'd stick around here with me and see what's going to happen. As I always say every week, with what I'm making, I don't know what's next, but I'm going to start and I'm going to see what shows up, because it's always interesting and exciting, and not being in control of it is just, scary but thrilling. And so the Substack, as I say, if you'd like to come across and find it, I would love it. You can wave at me. I'm going to try and set up some kind of, I don't quite know yet how to do the comments and stuff like that, so bear with, as they say. Even if you just came and have a little look, if you would like to stick around there and subscribe, that would be great. As I say, I'm going to be setting up a paid subscription level as well. She says, I've just got to learn how to do that. It's really daunting. You go and look at everybody else's and they all just seem so amazing, and they've got all their stuff together and they know exactly what they're doing. But everybody has to start somewhere, don't they? So probably that's enough of a ramble for today. I would suggest that you hit the bell for notifications, because I don't know what happens when I change the name. When I push the button and Stitch and Create disappears, but on the same channel is going to be the new Creative Living channel title. That's what I'm calling it. I'm just changing the name, basically. I'll still be here every week chatting to you, which I think is going to be just wonderful. I'm so excited, as I say. So if you'd like to stick around with me, that would be just fantastic. And if you'd like to come and see what I'm going to be doing on Substack, if you've never heard of it, come and find it. There's some absolutely fantastic things there. Really, really good stuff. As I say, I'll leave some links below, and I think that's probably, as I say, enough for today. It's a gloriously sunny day. I'm going to go out this afternoon and plant my garlic. We had frost last night, so the ground will be, maybe a bit hard, but I'm sure it'll be fine because the sun's been out. And I hope you'll join me again next week, and we'll see what's going to happen here. I'm just delighted to be here with you, and I value all of you, even if you don't comment. Especially if you do comment, obviously, I love it, because we've built this relationship up, and that's what it's all about. For me, being on YouTube, being anywhere on the internet, is about a relationship. It's about me and you together. So I will wave bye-bye for now, and I will see you here next week, I hope, and I trust, and maybe I'll see you on Substack. That would be just absolutely wonderful. And I want to thank you, everybody who's been loyal to my channel, especially those of you who've been with me right from the very beginning, when I really didn't know what I was doing and I started out. And if you've just joined me, I know it's not what you thought you were joining, but I hope you'll stick around and see where the journey is going to take us together. So I'll see you again, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.